Let me just begin by congratulating all of you for your efforts in coming together to help transform not only this town, but the state and the country. At the end of the day, the way that we are going to transform energy in America is not from Washington, and Washington has an enormous role to play. The way we transform America is door to door at the grassroots level. And this town, as much as any town in the state of Vermont, is leading the way. So thank you very much for all that you're doing. Now I know that Rush Limbaugh and other geniuses disagree, but the reality is that global warming is real, and if we do not get a handle on greenhouse gas emissions, what we're going to see in the state and throughout the world are major problems that will impact billions of people in terms of drought, in terms of flooding, in terms of extreme weather conditions. And it is imperative that we do everything that we can to cut back on greenhouse gas emissions. It is imperative that we do everything that we can to end the absurdity of spending $350 billion every year importing oil from Saudi Arabia and other countries. Now it seems more sensible to me that we create jobs in Waterbury, Vermont than in Saudi Arabia. It seems sensible to me that we cut pollution from coal-burning plants so that our kids do not come down with asthma. And it seems more sensible to me that we revitalize our economy in the midst of a recession by making sure that we are an energy-efficient country and that we make the big turn to sustainable energies. Are we as a nation moving as fast as we should? No. Are we beginning to make some progress? Yes, we are. In the last several years, after an 8-year drought, we are beginning to pour tens of billions of dollars into weatherization and into energy efficiency. And I'm very proud that legislation that I wrote called the Energy Efficiency and Conservation Block Grant Program is pouring $3.2 billion all over this country and $12 million into the state of Vermont to 157 schools and communities for energy efficiency and sustainable energy. And I'm proud that money we brought into this state is helping 10 schools, including this school, begin the process of moving to solar energy. And I want to congratulate this school and the school board and the faculty that put together one of the very best proposals in the entire state. Congratulations. And I'm proud that a few miles down the road, the city of Montpelier is going to be a leader in the nation in moving to district heating. They received a $7 million grant to heat the entire downtown. That's pretty good. And I'm proud that up in Island Pond, where there are serious economic problems, they received a grant to start a major pellet plant so we can begin to use bioenergy, making progress there. And I'm proud that the Vermont National Guard is moving aggressively to wind, solar, geothermal, and biomass, and may well be the greenest National Guard base in the entire country. We should be proud of that. So The challenge that we face as a state and a nation is how we make that transformation, and it's sitting in front of us. It's sitting with solar, it's sitting with wind, it's sitting with biomass. In this state, we have 45 schools that are now heating with biomass. We're seeing some other major biomass projects in our colleges, other areas, buildings. We're beginning also to take a hard look at geothermal. On that note, I want to mention to you that a week from today, Saturday, 1 o'clock in Burlington, we're doing a roundtable on geothermal, which in my view has a lot of potential for this state, larger buildings, residential units as well. So, bottom line is that in the midst of a major crisis in terms of energy, a major crisis in terms of our economy, a major geopolitical crisis in terms of not getting involved in wars in Iraq for oil, we've got a lot of work to do. We are beginning to do it. And the future is just incredible. There are people now working on electricity and lighting. We're moving toward LED lighting, uses 1/10 of the energy that incandescent light bulbs do. We're bringing money into New England for high-speed rail, so we can begin the process of breaking our dependence on the automobile. So we are beginning to make some progress, but a lot more work has to be done. But let me conclude on the way that I began. Progress is not going to be accomplished unless it takes place in the grassroots level, unless we educate our neighbors about energy efficiency and sustainable energy, unless we do the work that you're doing here in this school about moving us to sustainable energy. So let me just conclude by thanking all of you for being a model of what grassroots environmental activism should be. Thank you very much.